Hello friends, it's Christine from Spotted Horse Design Company, and today I'm going to teach you how to make my Alpine Stitch Christmas ornament cover. You guys, I am absolutely obsessed with the Alpine Stitch, and honestly, I don't know why I don't use it in more of my designs because I just love its texture. Now, if you're unfamiliar with the Alpine Stitch, don't worry because I'm going to walk you through every step of the process. I know that the texture may look a little intimidating, but honestly, it's not that hard. So for yarn, I am using Heartland worsted yarn from Lion Brand. I'm using this color palette to make all of my Christmas ornaments in this year. You are free to choose one from my color palette or whichever one is your favorite. I'm also going to be using a 5mm crochet hook, a pair of scissors, and a 3.15-inch clear ornament. Now these come in glass or plastic. I got mine, this is a plastic one, I got mine in a package of 12 off of Amazon, and I'll make sure to link that in the description of this video below. So we're going to begin by making a magic circle, so just go ahead and use whatever your preferred method is. Now once you have your circle, go ahead and chain one. And into our circle, we're going to make 9 half double crochet stitches. And once you've completed those 9 half double crochet stitches, go ahead and pull your circle closed. And now you can join with a slip stitch to the very first stitch and chain one. And your stitch count should be 9 half double crochet stitches. Now I do want to point out before we move forward that the chain one or chain two, because we will have some rounds where we chain two, they never count as a stitch. So we're going to work directly into this very first stitch here, and we're going to work 2 half double crochet stitches. And now you're going to work 2 half double crochet stitches in each stitch all the way around. And once you've made it all the way around, go ahead and join with a slip stitch to that very first stitch of the round and chain one. And your final stitch count should be 18 half double crochet stitches. To begin round 3, we're going to work 2 half double crochet stitches into this very first stitch. And now we're going to work 1 half double crochet in the next stitch. So we're just going to repeat that. So 2 half double crochet stitches in this next stitch. And 1 half double crochet in the next stitch. 2 half double crochets in the next stitch. And 1 half double crochet in this next stitch. And now you're just going to continue to repeat this sequence all the way around. 2 half double crochets, 1 half double crochet, 2 half double crochets, 1 half double crochet, all the way around. once you've made it all the way around, go ahead and join with a slip stitch to the very first stitch of the round and chain 1. And your stitch count for this round should be 27 half double crochet stitches. So for round 4, we're going to begin by working 2 half double crochet stitches in this very first stitch. And now we're going to work 1 half double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. And now we're going to repeat that. So 2 half double crochet stitches in this next stitch, and 1 half double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. So now you're just going to continue to repeat those steps all the way around. So 2 half double crochets, 1 half double crochet, 1 half double crochet, 2 half double crochets, 1 half double crochet, 1 half double crochet, all the way around. And once you've made it all the way around, go ahead and join with a slip stitch to that very first stitch and chain 1. Now your final stitch count for round 4 should be 36 half double crochet stitches. So for round 5, all we're going to do is we're going to work 1 half double crochet in every stitch all the way around, except we're going to be working into the 3rd loop. So if you turn your work over, we've been crocheting under these top 2 loops. But behind these top 2 loops is a 3rd loop on the back, and that is what we're going to be working into for this round. So to begin, now this first stitch, it's a little hard to see, but they're all easier after that. So you're going to work your first half double crochet in that 3rd loop of the first stitch. And now we're just going to continue working into the 3rd loop all the way around. Again, we're just going to work 1 half double crochet in each stitch in the 3rd loop all the way around. And what that's going to do is it's going to create, you can start to see it already, it's going to push these top 2 loops out to the front, and it's going to create this really nice ridge. So go ahead and crochet along with me as we work this round. And once you've made it all the way around, go ahead and join with a slip stitch to that very first stitch of the round and chain 1. Now your stitch count for round 5 should be the same as it was for round 4. You should have 36 half double crochet stitches worked in the back loop. So to begin round 6, you're actually going to chain 1 more. We're going to start this round with a chain 2. And again, it does not count as a stitch. Now we are also going to be working in the back loop only of this very next round. The only difference is we're going to be working double crochet stitches in every stitch instead of half double crochet stitches. So again, inserting your hook into that third loop of that first stitch and working a double crochet this time. And now we're going to work a double crochet, just like I said before, in the third loop of every stitch all the way around. And once you've made it all the way around, go ahead and join with a slip stitch to that very first stitch of the round and chain 1. And your final stitch count for what round was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So for round 6, you should have 36 double crochet stitches. So for round 7, we're going to go back to working under both loops as we normally do. So into this first stitch, we're going to work a single crochet. And now we're just going to continue to work 1 single crochet again. We're working under both loops again. You're going to work 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way around. Now once you've made it all the way around, go ahead and join with a slip stitch to your very first stitch and chain 1. And now your final stitch count should be 36 single crochet stitches. So for round 8, we're going to begin to work our alpine stitch. Before we get started, go ahead and chain one more, because we're actually going to start this round with a chain 2. Now into this first stitch, it's going to be super simple. We're just going to work a double crochet stitch into this very first stitch. So now I want you to locate a stitch from 2 rounds below. So we just made this single crochet round. I want you to skip over the single crochet round, and we're going to be looking at this double crochet round that we made 2 rounds below. Here's the first stitch we worked, and now here's the second stitch. I want you to locate that second stitch, that second double crochet from 2 rounds below. We're going to work our front post treble crochet around the post of this. So if you're not familiar with that, you're going to insert your hook behind. So from front to back, and then back out the front, just like this. Okay? That's how you're going to insert your hook, and that's how we're going to make our stitch. So yarn over twice. This is going to be a front post treble crochet. Again, locating that second double crochet stitch from 2 rounds below, insert your hook from front to back and back out the front, pull up a loop, 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops on your hook. And you've just completed your first front post treble crochet. So before we move forward to our next stitch, I want you to look behind this stitch that you just made, and we're going to skip over this stitch. This isn't an unworked stitch. We just worked it on the front of our work. So don't let that fool you. Don't let that make you think that that's an unworked stitch, because it's not. We just worked it on the front. So to work our next stitch, we're going to skip over this and move to our next stitch, and we're just going to work a regular double crochet stitch in this next stitch. So now I want you to look 2 rounds below again at this double crochet round. So we worked our first front post treble around this double crochet. We just worked a regular double crochet up above this one. And now we're going to work our another front post treble crochet around this stitch. So yarn over twice, inserting your hook from front to back, back out the front, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. And again, if you look behind, we're going to skip over this stitch because we worked this stitch already on the front. So we don't need to worry about these top 2 loops. We're going to move on to the next stitch and work a double crochet stitch. And now it's time to work another front post treble crochet. So we're going to, again, you're looking at the double crochet round from the round below. You're going to skip this next one. So we worked our last treble, front post treble crochet here, skip over this next one, and now we're going to work another front post treble crochet around that next stitch. And now to move forward, look for the stitch behind the front post treble you just worked, and we're going to move on to this next stitch and work just a regular double crochet stitch. And now our next front post treble crochet. Again, this is where we worked the last one. Skip the next double crochet, and this is where we're going to work our next front post treble crochet. Skipping over the stitch that's behind that front post treble and moving on to this next stitch, we're going to work a double crochet. And now we're going to skip over this next double crochet from the round below and make our front post treble around that next double crochet. making sure that you're going to skip the stitch that's behind the front post treble that you just worked and make a double crochet in this next stitch. And now we're going to work another front post treble crochet around this next double crochet. So we've got our front post treble, the last one we made, skip this one, front post treble around this next stitch. So what I want you to do is you're going to crochet along with me. We're just going to continue to repeat these steps. So you're going to work a double crochet in the next stitch, front post treble around the next double crochet from 2 rounds below, double crochet, front post treble from 2 rounds below. You're just going to continue to alternate those 2 stitches all the way around. So once you've made it all the way around, your very last stitch worked should have been that front post treble crochet around your last stitch. So go ahead and join this round with a slip stitch to that first stitch and chain 1. Now your final stitch count for this last round worked should be 18 double crochets and 18 front post treble crochet stitches. Now this next round is going to be very simple. We're just going to work 1 single crochet in this first stitch, and we're going to work 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way around. Once you've made it all the way around, go ahead and join with a slip stitch to that very first stitch of the round and chain 2. And your stitch count for this last round should be 36 single crochet stitches. So now this next round is going to be a repeat of this from 2 rounds below when we worked our front post treble crochets. It's going to be a repeat, except we are going to start with a front post treble crochet, and then our very last stitch of the round is going to be a double crochet. Additionally, it's going to be a lot easier to find where to make our front post treble crochets because you're simply going to be locating the double crochet that's in between the 2 front post trebles from 2 rows below. So you're going to look for that double crochet that's kind of set back in between those front post treble crochets. So it's going to be a lot easier to know where to insert your hook for those front post trebles. So speaking of a front post treble crochet, we're going to make one right now around the very first stitch from 2 rounds below. And now you're going to work a double crochet in the next stitch. And then a front post treble crochet around the post. Again, you're going to look for that double crochet that's in between the 2 front post trebles. You're going to make your front post treble crochet around that stitch. Double crochet in the next stitch. And a front post treble crochet around this next stitch. Again, it's in between those 2 front post trebles. Double crochet in the next stitch. And a front post treble crochet around that next double crochet from 2 rounds below. So let's go ahead and crochet together. We're just going to continue to repeat, alternating 1 double crochet with 1 front post treble crochet. And again, it's super easy to find where to put your front post trebles now because they're in between. They're just those double crochets that are in between these 2 front post trebles. Once you've made it all the way around, go ahead and join with a slip stitch to that very first stitch of the round and chain 1. And your final stitch count should be 18 front post treble crochets and 18 double crochet stitches. So for this next round, we're simply going to work 1 half double crochet in this very first stitch, and then we're going to work 1 half double crochet stitch in each stitch all the way around. And once you've come to the end of that round, go ahead and join with a slip stitch to that very first stitch and chain 1. And your final stitch count should be 36 half double crochet stitches. So this next round is basically going to be a repeat of the last round. The only difference is we're going to go back to working into that third loop. So we're simply going to make 1 half double crochet in the third loop of each stitch all the way around. Once you've come to the end of that round, go ahead and join with a slip stitch that very first stitch and chain 1, and your stitch count for this last round should be 36 half double crochet stitches, all worked in the back loop. So now we're going to begin the first of 2 decreasing rounds. This first round of decreasing stitches, we're going to continue to work into this third loop. And we're going to be making single crochet decreases over every 2 stitches all the way around. But again, we're still working in the third loop. So to make a single crochet decrease, insert your hook into the third loop of that first stitch, pull up a loop, and then insert your hook into the third loop of that next stitch, pull up a loop, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. So again, inserting your hook into that third loop of the next stitch, and then inserting your hook also into the third loop of the next stitch. 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. Again, inserting your hook into that third loop, pull up a loop, and then also inserting your hook into the third loop of the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through all 3. So go ahead and crochet around with me. Again, we are working in the third loop only, and we're making single crochet decreases over every 2 stitches all the way around. Now, once you've made it all the way around, we're not going to join quite yet. Go ahead and grab your ornament really quick, and then you're just going to pop this inside of your cover. And now you can pick up your hook again, and now we will join that last round with a slip stitch. And chain 1. And now going back to working under both loops, the top loops, as normal, we're going to work another round of single crochet decreases over every 2 stitches all the way around. But again, we're inserting our hook like normal under both or under the top 2 loops. And once you've made it all the way around, go ahead and join with a slip stitch to that very first stitch of the round. And from here, you can just fasten off. And for my end here, I'm just going to insert my hook somewhere down the middle of the ornament and come up around the top. I'm just going to pull this end down through. Then I'm going to repeat that one more time down toward the bottom of the ornament. And just pull that end down all the way down through. Whoops. And that is it. Your Alpine Stitch ornament is finished and ready to hang on your tree. Thanks so much for crocheting along with me. I hope you found this tutorial helpful and easy to understand. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!